and welcome to my quick read process. Before I get started, I wanted to share with you how I learned it, why I do it, and how it's influenced my life. I'm actually going to share with you in the next 5-10 minutes all the books that I'm going to take you through that were really exciting for me or changed my life as part of our Kickstarter campaign for Unleash Your Inner Genius. Now, I want to say it all got started with photo reading, but in actuality it happened way before that. You see, I have Tony Robbins here, and Tony Robbins' book on money. It's one of his latest books, but I got involved with Tony Robbins way back in, I think, 1991, and that's really where it started for me, with Awaken the Genius Within. And so I'm going to share with you, although I have Tony's book up, I'm going to actually do a quick read process, and I'll tell you what that means in a second, on his book called Awaken the Giant Within. Now, why am I going to do that? Because at that time, my husband and I had a printing company. We weren't getting along. We were like two Capricorns really banging heads, and we had 3 little kids, and our business was failing, and I just wanted out. And I was invited to one of Tony's free Firewalk promos, and in the end, here's how it turned out. We went to the program, both my husband and I, the free program, signed up for the, I don't know what his programs went for, but it was much more than we could afford. We couldn't even raise the $795 to pay our rent, which was due on that following Monday. But we went anyway, and at the end, when Tony said, if you know you need to be at this financial Date with Destiny program and my certification program, then that little voice will tell you and you'll know. And so I signed us up. I think it was like $25,000 or more, and we didn't have any money in the bank. But I'm sitting there as I tell my husband I wrote the check and I don't know how it's going to clear. And in that moment of thought changes, after spending the weekend with Tony and his team, I had this thought: if my daughter was kidnapped, I would find a way. And I share that with you because not only did I find a way, the book that Tony wrote that we're going to read is Awaken the Giant Within. It's going to be one of my the first quick read book. At that event, that class was the last certification class held on the Big Island, Hawaii, that we were involved with. Not only did we do printing for him, but he was writing that book, and he dedicated that class, that book to that class. Well, Robert and I were in that class, and here it is, 25 years, 30 years later, and how did it all unfold? So my quick read process, or I'm going to tell you, it started from photo reading. And in the next year, as I write the book for Unleash Your Inner Genius, I'm going to start taking you through what I have taken photo reading for me and my clients to something that I call a 10-minute quick read process. 1 is to access your inner mind. 2 is to build and strengthen the connection to your knowing. 3 is to participate in a group reading process to unleash your genius from within. And 4 is to learn to build a conscious creator community to manifest your vision now. Now, the 10 books that I list in the Kickstarter campaign that have really profound, changed my life: Awaken the Giant Within, Success is Not an Accident, Steve Jobs' book, Dr. Demartini's book on love, Money is Love, Jay Abraham's book on free trade, dietary healing based on the work of the Gerson Institute and Dr. Max Gerson, Dan Pila's book, and I actually am going to do a whole series on learning the law. And so one of those books that was such profound for me and my husband as we learned law was PR for Litigation. So I'm going to just hold up some of the books that you can expect to see in the next year if you follow or back us, even if it's just $1. We're going to, now that we've met our campaign goal. So let me share with you. So of course there's photo reading, Dr. Demartini's book, The Heart of Love. Now this book was actually transformed my life when my mother passed. The grieving process was so horrendous, and Dr. Martini's book just really turned things around. Intuition at Work, James Wanless, Strategic Intuition for the 21st Century, as I was exploring my intuition. Free Trade, Frank DeBrucke's book, and let's see, How to Win Her and Influence Him. This is actually written by my sister, my little sister, and she's the youngest of our clan, and The Billionaire Who Wasn't. This is really starting to transform, and that's what this is about, transform the way we do money, the way we raise money, the way capital is utilized, and really how to give back. That's what crowdfunding is about. Busting Loose from the Money Game, I developed a program on that, and this is actually an amazing book. I just thought I'd add it in because it was so profound recently. Extraordinary Influence, Dr. Tim Irwin. When we started having tax problems from our printing company, let's see, The Taxpayer's Ultimate Defense, Dan Pila, he is a master in taxation. The IRS Problem Solver, these are many of the books I teach with my clients that I do tax strategy with. When I started to have health issues, Healing the Gerson Way and Dietary Healing, we're going to do that one. And this one actually is quite, this is actually a unique process I'm going to take you through, and that is a tiny little book done, the Bible series, Sculptures in Bronze by Charles Sherman, and I'm actually doing a whole series with Charles and his different sculptures, but more than that, watch for the Ouroboros, that is the dragon eating its tail, and a new form of currency, private currency made out of gold and silver, and Charles is going to work with me on that. So that's what you can look forward to, and we're going to start the first book, Awaken the Giant Within, so look for it in my next YouTube video. And pledge $1, $100 actually gets you into the one-year program. As we write the book every month, each chapter, you'll be able to participate in it at that $100 level. So I look forward to seeing you as one of my backers. Thanks for joining me.